goes on and get a penalty, and the penalty is missed by his teammate. And what a
Amri hasn't contributed much in terms of lucky not to get sent off, because then if you do that to someone in the street, you know, you will be behind bars in a police station. I mean, that is, you know, GBH.
and tempered in the past. We know
Frustration. When he was with JDT.
And just coming back to Amri again, the fact that he got the penalty. Didn't need to do that. Amri was facing it's the slightest of faintest of touches. Technically, it's a foul and it's a penalty.
It's a penalty. It's very, very bad. Well, and if you look at Zamir, his arm to block the balls, then he's used his. You know, I mean, you know, your risk can easily.
And I think the point you're making, Chef's absolutely right, because what he does as well is it's a strong arm. Way far from him, he can collect it and it's done. The job is done.
Certainly, you know, and rebound into play, but he cushions it in such a way, you know. But there was an opportunity loss of. I think Selangor got more out of him.
He works really hard for these loose balls.
Yes, he does. I mean, he uses his strength. He goes past one defender, and then when he needs to look, always play with your head up. But he doesn't see John. On this occasion, he's got to cut the ball back for John. So bad decision making.
Say we got to see more from Yahor Zubovic. Had much service, but you compare Rufino and Zubovic, there's a lot.
You know, Selangor are playing to his strengths. He's got to jump, he's got to try to battle a defender. So they need to play into Zubovic's feet. And I don't understand why Thiago doesn't do that, because he's got a good touch.
Back to you, Rob.
Look forward to in the second half on Amri Yaya. Here's what's happening. JDT were 3-0 winners. Perak 1, Negeri Sembilan 2, KL 0. And Pahang, and we will have the second half for you. Yeah, stay on the pitch. That is the big question. Stay with us. Back after this.
Adalah perasmian untuk lagu tema Selangor Red Giant. Anda semua dijemput hari dan pemain-pemain Selangor.
Here come the at one apiece. Rufino Segovia opening the score. Penalty in the 40th. Running free kick from Thiago Gomez to level things after half an hour. Maybe lucky to be on pitch. A penalty 2 minutes before half. Shebby Singh's been watching the first half with me, and I know Shebby.
Red carded, obviously. I mean, it was a very, very well in the sense. I mean, he's an experienced player. He's got to, at times. He's a very, very mild-mannered lad, by the way. But on the pitch, it's frustration that gets to him, and I think, you know, he got to behave himself. They became complacent, and rightly so. Thiago punished them. Ball. Zubovic him because there's nobody playing close enough to him. He doesn't get enough service, but I think it's going to be a great second half for us.
Running through the teams for you: Salasman, William Pacheco, and Pyros Aziz. The two wing-backs are Cougar. Selangor gets stopped in. And Zamir coming out to make sure. Doing the Selangor lineup then in Dimas, Alfonso de la Cruz and Amri Yaya. and up front is for Melaka. It's 1-4-1. Zaman Selamat in goal. It's a back four of Shawal Nosham and Puaneswar, Surendran, Thiago Gomez, John Woo Young. So as you were for the second half.
Melaka substitutes bench who seems to be loosening up, and I mean they could. And I'm sure that he.
Long clearance there from Puaneswaran. It is a Melaka throw. To get the balls up to Zahovic from the Belarusian. Here he is on the ball. Thiago goes for the return. Is rising in the end over the crossbar of Nur Aslan.
Well, the string 3-4 passes together. John, I think it was, and Thiago should have hit the target.
Just a warning there for the home. Now Zahovic given.
Well, first of all, I think he rushed it. We're going to get there? I don't think so. I think John should let his striker get on with it. I mean, you would fancy Zubovic, you know, in a one-on-one. Your striker.
This is William Pacheco for Selangor. Looking for the run there of Krug runner, the Selangor right wing back. This is Fakhri Sarani now. For Melaka, finds Thiago. By Zubovic, only there wasn't a teammate in green to pick.
Well, that's trying to support him. I mean, you don't see a lot of off-the-ball movement from the other players. I mean, going back earlier, if the return ball from Zubovic, third man involved in the attacks.
Virus goes down quickly. Virus does clear it. Not very far. This Virus does clear it. For company.
Well. The Rabona. And
that was a crucial save.
My goalkeeper has played his part, hasn't he? I mean, he's kept his team in the game. And it is Zubovic. I mean, did say earlier they should not get too close to him. Let him be on his own. And it could well have been a different score.
Close to getting the second. Here he is again. In this second half, it must be Eduardo Almeida. Team talk from Eduardo Almeida.
Well, we spoke about great delivery. Yes, he does foul the defender, but as a striker you want to make your presence felt. If I don't get the ball, I'm going to make sure the defender feels. The second half he's getting better service, playing closer to him, and suddenly he's a different player.
Would be more crucial for. Melaka would be quite happy with the point, no?
Oh, they'd be absolutely thrilled if the scoreline was to remain.
Now Amri Yaya, clever ball in, looking for Rufino. Selangor get a throw here for expensive duties.
Well, much better with his defensive duties in the second half. Ragged by Shami Safari, and it was Coogan on that side.
Goes back. This is good, he's onside. No, his linesman's got his flag up. Wouldn't have counted. Rufino just
to him. It is, but there's the first time that we've seen Willian getting involved.
Nicely poised here. Cross winning on match day 1. Selangor 2-0 winners in the Klang Valley derby. That is Selangor. Shami Safari won't score an easier goal all season.
From hero to zero. Short space of time. Muhammad Zamin Salamat saves a penalty. He keeps away a present from goal, Ross. You kick it away for a throw-in. You don't try to play the ball back into play. It's got to go down as the blunder of the season. Kick it away from goal. I mean, this Ada is just going to be ripping his
Shami Safari opens his account for Selangor for the 2018. What must be running through?
Shami Safari is looking to be picking up an injury through his celebration. He's feeling the afters.
Kind of injury. Well, gladly he is. Themselves now 2-1 up. Fortuitous goal from
Ross. You know, they've got. Well, the question now is Ross Melaka now. You know, we don't want a repeat of the first half where they took a 1-goal. Crept into the team. They need. I mean, I feel for him really. Penalty, and then uncalled for.
Jones for Melaka.
Some movement, Ross. You know, it is good. Gopinathan, he's got pace to burn. I would say of last season, hardly ever played for JDT, just didn't fit in. Gopinathan now, you know, to say, yes, I am back. But we cannot complain about the substitute. I mean, he has shown that he can. And this is a great year.
So Gopinathan is on. Melaka goes searching for an. For Melaka.
Well, I mean, it's actually being on his hamstring. Must have been. I think it's a proper injection into pace. I just think Gopi's got more pace. What they certainly need at this point after going down 2-1 to a silly goal.
Now here is Gopinathan to Noras Lando.
Well, that's brilliant from Gopi, once again showing his pace, and then that return pass from Joe across the 6-yard. Do I try? But the danger signs.
It's a mistake.
While going on that diagonal run, Kyle Jones gets very lucky. I thought with him.
The attack. This is the Melaka left back on attack mode at the moment. That ball in though.
You know, if you play, I mean, he worked so hard. Win a throw in. You try to win.
Picking up the ball. Razman Roslan got his head to that. Power played in Cheras, Selangor in front thanks to Shami Safari's goal. Here, Melaka.
Well, that was so well. It comes out too late to close him down and there to get a chance to hold that ball the second time around.
Selangor on the attack into the middle from Amri. Free kick, foul on Khan. There is a player down. Nora.
Well, it's this young himself to the ground, chases that ball, never gives up, hits it so nicely for him. He'll need that, Ross. But good composure. Top of the game. This is what you.
Bari celebrating, opening his account for the 2018 season. Zubovic already has one for to help Melaka. Ty Jones joins the attack. Ty Jones just losing his footing. And Shami is fouled from Thiago. There you go. Game now. Want to stay on the field. Selangor. Here is all important. They find another one, and perhaps he got. It went sailing over across.
He's on the floor. He takes a unintentional challenge there from Ahmad Fakri Sharani, but Ivan Dimas really should have.
Looking for that top corner. He's been in the wars. Stanley, what can you tell us from the sidelines?
You can just look in front of the Melaka bench. Sense that they're getting a little bit tired. And Selangor with Rufino Segovia on the shoulders of both. Finding spaces. I mean, the goal came, Selangor certainly been the better side. They've certainly been more disciplined. And prior to that, it was Almeida's just demanding the players as if they've not let go the goal because they were really, really up on this game right to
get themselves back into this. And goes wide right. And very deep, Rufino Segovia. Jones on the ball. Bakri slay off. Bakri. This is John. by Coogan. Rufino, nice. Hang off. Into the middle. Shot! And that is the third goal. That is Rufino's.
Well, we see that cross up, and then Rufino, blue ball, goal scorer. For Zamir Salaman, a miss, and you'd never give away that kind of opportunity to a player who sniffs out goals like that. He does the thing right, doesn't he? Super finish with the outside of his footed volley in between.
Selangor colours. He's Rufino Segovia. That's his second brace, and there's still 20 minutes.
Don't forget of absolute quality today. And yes, Ross, at 2-1 you said the next goal was going to be crucial, and Selangor certainly now has their...
Yes, now Ivan ball couldn't find Melaka now.
At the moment, I'm looking at a change. It's a number 9 in Nur Shamil into the ranks, and I won't be surprised. If Zubovic is not contributed much. Eduardo Almeida has not been impressed. Let me get tighter, but what a pounce from Rufino.
So a couple of subs about to happen, and that was a. Coogan got his head to that. Now, we're going to see a couple of substitutions. Tamil Maran. Nur Shamil Ghani on for Melaka.
The defender going off, and Nur Sham. So obviously a little bit of a restructuring at the... They're probably going to go 3 at the back. Substitution side, we see Tamil Maran coming on, and it is game at centre back. He's making one more positive from Melaka.
So Tamil Maran is on for 5. On for Shawal. This is Nur Shamil in action. Melaka get the throw here. Thiago. Into the middle. That's...
But I mean, credit to Zubovic, his lift of whatever scraps have come his way. But this man, super strike, Rufino.
Selangor's Man Roslan goes back to Alfonso. By John.
Has been given a little bit more of an advanced role in the second half. I would like to see too deep, almost like a second.
Now Thiago goes right to Fakri Sarani. Now Gopinathan on the left, Fakri on the right. He gets a free of the entire Selangor defence.
Well, just come on, he gets too close to no. Especially when you've got your left fullback as a cover. But we've seen a super strike from Thiago. More difficult position. I mean, we've seen his skills from a dead ball.
This would be almost. Noor Aslan, he wants a 5-man wall in front of him. Crucial here for the away. Thiago Gomez. And that needed a great save from Noor Aslan. Zubovic met that.
Finding acres of space and technique, super technique, but it's Noor Aslan to get the ball away from that.
Melaka close him down though. This is Rufino Segovia in the says the referee. Thiago Gomez carries the ball forward, gets it back. It's still with Fa. Goes past one. Amriyaya doesn't get it away. They're still probing here. You can see we're almost even on the good closing down there by Coogan.
As you said from Melaka, they need to get something out of this.
I was going to say that's easy for Norwich at that. Really
should be handling that. Handling has not been the best in this game.
Well, with Selangor 3-1 and a mix of the senior players, what glues this team together is a goal scorer, a proven goal scorer. And the goals, just look how hard he before he gets into that kind of shoes, but he certainly have the characteristics of how Luciano Figueroa of JDT much of games, but it was the work rate that the Rufino Segovia is not far away from that.
Melaka still Selangor, Dimas! Salamat coming to Melaka's rescue. This is all action. Watching on HIP TV. Super 2018.
And Dimas, I mean, he was slipped through by Amriyaya. When he opens up his body like that, and that's where. And he saves that. I mean, up his body and he knows where the ball is going to go.
Right, substitute. What does that mean?
Well, I think at 32 years old, he'd have probably be one of the first after Thiago.
Shami's ball in. Danger is not cleared. Lays it back even further. And there's crossbar.
Well, it is Selangor on the counter attack. Shami Safari. A lot of mayhem there being created. I mean, could have done better. If you're going to punch the ball, you're going to hook it over the bar. The ball, defenders are stretched. I mean, there's loads and loads of space in midfield for both teams.
Safari there in a little. It's all action here on hip balls from the close down by Kanan. Throw to Melaka.
He just makes things look so easy, doesn't he? Ross, you know, always has time, always even though there's mayhem all around him. Just keeps ever so calm.
Warren has to go all the way back to Zap. We're yelling, throw in. They're telling the linesman the ball went out. Play does continue. This is John. Zubovic chasing a lost course. In Cheras. Making another change shortly. Saiful Ridwan will be joining in the action. Gopi Narvin. Back to John. Gopi's off on a run. Loses out though. Dimas feeds it. Kanan. Strufino.
There was a off the ball in since what the referee saw, and he calls it back. No surprise. But for an experienced player, I think you cannot really complain. You cannot really complain. Very Saiful Ridwan Salamat, who is a defensive midfielder, so pretty much closing the shop now.
Smiles. Even get it. Kai Jones now for Melaka. Time running out for the men in green.
Well, just looking at the change, Saiful Ridwan Salamat, formerly of Harimau Muda. Yes, Shabi, a defensive midfielder of Amri Yahya, trying to a very good rally for Maniam, rightly so, a very good change.
Doesn't get the decision. It's a throw to Sarang.
Well, if you are going to have to feed off, Movic has had a full meal.
Peter, Shelby.
Well, realize the size of the task. He's just lone man up front, running around, maybe getting the odd opportunity to that sweet strike it was from him with his left foot. So I think service, because he does look like he's got.
Rasman Roslan, he's caught on it. It is a Melaka throw. That's good work there from Noor Shamil. To Noor Shamil. Roslan though with all the experience. Almost William Pacheco looking for Rufino. Melaka go all the way back to Zamir.
I think we've seen some good the foreigners, so to speak, just brought class to the. I'm disappointed with Afonso because I don't think he's given Selangor too much in central midfield. Standing, I mean Zubovic, I think Thiago, I will play when I have the ball, but when he has the ball, he can play. And John got in between.
This is Coogan on the. He was in two minds and he didn't have to.
Wow, what a great, brilliant run. Looks up, there's no support. He needed more, and there was even Dimas at the far post, but Dimas I didn't hear you. But,
well, Chevy, I thought Coogan just found himself in a very unfamiliar against him. Had a solid match, just lost the chance. Just coming back about Rufino Segovia. He's a class above the rest, and he has to be man of the match. Had 2 goals against KL, consistent goals. that he's up there for one of the best strikers or one of the best signings this season.
Well, you cannot argue with. I mean, having said that, I think he's run 2 marathons in this game. Yes, Rufino will hit the headlines, but you need even Devarajan, you need magic. So it's been a wonderful team performance, really. Unless Melaka.
Rufino Segal cleared up for 3 minutes. Now Melaka still searching for a goal. Of course, they need 2 to bring themselves back. They just look one of 3 centre-backs for Selangor, and they play themselves out of trouble. Very break to Kanan, and it's
we just spoke about the wing backs, and look at them in action again, and I think Kanan just gets a bit unlucky. I think there's a bit of a ball. Literally just ended up on his on that bit. But would feature in their 2-0 win against KL. Kugan and Kanan, I said to you before the game, and they've carried it on here. I'd like to see. Now, Melaka, their second. A shot, and that had to be alert. Gopi now pulls it onto his favourite left foot, and then he just smack it, doesn't he? A bit too straight there, and Norazlan does well.
Strong punch on that. Lawrence ball. This is Kanan. Have a ball by Kanan to eat. Oh, what a goal! That's his second. All points are surely safe now.
Well, I don't care what Stanley says. That is my man of the match. That's an absolute beauty. I mean, you can look at that again. Rufino, who?
Stunning strike from Shami Safari, drafted in tonight because Azamud goal. Selangor 4, Melaka.
That's what you get when you have youth in your team. You know, it's the last 5 minutes of the game. You know, Shami Safari scored. Well, he might have gotten a bit lucky with that, with his first goal, but nothing lucky about that. Sweet
strike from Shami. Is he Selangor up to the top on goal difference over JDT, of course, in the season, but
well, I think it's great news for Maniam, the fact that Shami Safari is only coming because Ilham is injured and Azamuddin Akil is injured because that's his first shot. And Selangor could be really be the dark horses this season.
Kugan lucky to escape the booking.
That is a booking. It should be a booking. That's not something that you know you want to allow. I mean, you need to educate the players as well that you don't do that. You do that, you don't get away with it.
The singing red and orange of the stadium. They're cruising to their second win of this brand new MSL season, the Red Giants. Homeless. 6 big points after 2 games here.
Well, they have. I mean, it's been a fantastic team performance. Come back, and they took their foot off. Maniam will have to look into.
it by Kanan. We're into the final minute. Hit and hope really from Gopinathan.
Gopinathan again. I think wingers, but I must say that we're very disappointed with the foreign player Stevati. Any leadership at the back, who will see better opponents, but I think he's shown that he can keep a defense.
Easy for not. Final seconds then of this very entertaining game here in Cheras. Muhammad says that over. 2 goals from Shami Safar after Thiago Gomez mumbled for Melaka. It has finished here. All 4, Melaka 1.